Villains come in all shapes and sizes. They bring different shades of evil to the table. So today, I am counting down my picks for the top 11 villains in fiction. Starting out hot, number 1 is Darth Vader, Star Wars. Darth Vader is the face, or should I say mask of villainy for an entire generation. He spent decades as the Iron Fist of the Empire and committed some pretty evil acts. The worst, I would say, is when he marched into a Jedi temple and slaughtered children training to be Jedi. Even with the little kids asking him for help, he just ignites his lightsaber and massacred defenseless children. This act alone solidifies Vader's place in the Hall of Villains. I don't even have to say more about him. Exterminating nearly all of the Jedi Knights, torturing Han Solo and Leia, or cutting off his own son's hand doesn't even come close to what he did to those kids. Vader was basically the Emperor's dragon, spreading fear and terror across the galaxy. So I'm gonna place him number 1 on this list. Number 2 is the Joker, Batman. The Joker is arguably the most iconic comic book villain ever. He has no master plan beyond causing total destruction and pushing people to the brink of madness. His total lack of remorse or empathy allows him to do evil acts without hesitating. It's hard to choose what his worst act was. Is it the time he kidnapped all the children in Gotham and put them in a warehouse? Later, Commissioner Gordon's wife, Sarah, found him and pointed a gun at him. To save himself from getting shot, he threw the baby at her and she caught the baby just as he shoots her. He then leaves her dead body in the warehouse with the babies. Pretty wild. In another story, Joker skinned off one of his henchmen just because he annoyed him. There was even a storyline where Joker got the power to warp reality. What did he do with his newfound powers? He decided to eat all of China with chopsticks as a joke. I could go on and on. Joker is unpredictable and arguably the most dangerous villain on this list. Number 3, Lord Voldemort, Harry Potter. This list would be incomplete for me if I don't mention my favorite villain growing up. He who must not be named, aka the Dark Lord, aka Voldemort. The Dark Wizard tried to conquer the wizarding world and also exterminate any wizard who was not pure blood. His complete lack of humanity pushed him to try to murder a freaking baby. In the first and second wizarding wars, he amassed a body count too high to count. And in his bid to achieve immortality, he created the Horcruxes that allow him to split his soul into multiple pieces. And how did he create these Horcruxes? He did it by killing innocent people, even his own father. Nobody was safe from Voldemort. His very name became a taboo out of fear. Number 4, Hannibal Lecter, the Silence of the Lambs. The 4th villain on this list is Hannibal Lecter. Dr. Lecter will have you for dinner, literally. Hannibal is a genius psychiatrist and a cannibalistic serial killer, a terrifying combo. What's the worst thing he's done? Well, murdering and eating people ranks pretty high. You may think that nothing can top that, and you'll be wrong. He once lobotomized a man and then fed the man's brain to his own child on an airplane. If that's not next level evil, I don't know what is. It's no wonder the American Film Institute named Hannibal Lecter the number 1 movie villain of all time. Number 5, Thanos Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thanos, the mad titan, literally turned half of Earth to dust. Some people will say Thanos is a villain who was right. He wanted to cut the universe's population in half to save resources for the other half. I say he was completely insane. He would do anything to achieve his goal, even sacrificing his own daughter Gamora to get Infinity Stones for the Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos is not winning Father of the Year anytime soon. His worst act is definitely the snap. With the fully powered Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos wiped out 50% of all life in the universe with a literal snap of his fingers. That's trillions of lives extinguished in an instant. What makes Thanos really scary is that in his mind, he is the hero of the story. Number 6. Frieza, Dragon Ball Z. Frieza is a tyrant that delights in destruction. He blows up an entire planet and it's just a day's work. The worst thing he might have done is genocide of the Saiyan race. He blew up Vegeta's planet, wiping almost all of Goku's people in one blast. An entire civilization gone just because Frieza felt like it. Frieza is flamboyant and enjoys making his enemies suffer. Remember when he repeatedly impaled Krillin or when he tortured Vegeta? Frieza is a complete savage. The purple and white villain is the benchmark for evil in anime. When you can destroy half of a galaxy and grin about it, you've earned your spot among the top villains, no question. Number 7. Light Yagami, Death Note. Not every villain starts out as one. Sometimes a villain might start out thinking they are doing the right thing. When Light got the Death Note, he thought he was doing good by using it to execute criminals. But power corrupts. The Death Note turned Light into a cold megalomaniac who will stop at nothing to create what he thinks is a perfect world. And to achieve this goal, he was ready to put anybody's name in the book, even FBI agents, investigators, and innocent people like Naomi Misora. Number 8. Griffith Berserk. Griffith from Berserk is the ultimate traitor. He committed one of the most heinous betrayals ever. In the Eclipse events, Griffith sacrificed his entire band of loyal friends to demon gods in exchange for power. He gave up hundreds of comrades who trusted him. And as if that's not horrific enough, he violates his former best friend's lover, Casca, in front of him. If you haven't watched Berserk, be warned, Griffith will haunt you with his actions. Number 9. GLaDOS, Portal. GLaDOS is a villain from the video game Portal. She is the AI overseer of Aperture Science Lab and she is cruel and murderous. She starts out guiding you through puzzles with polite encouragement, only to reveal that she's been trying to kill you all along. What's the worst thing she did? Maybe it's flooding an entire laboratory with deadly neurotoxin and killing all the scientists who created her. Before you even start playing the game, she has already murdered everyone in the facility. Between homicidal science experiments and sarcastic taunts, she is one of gaming's most memorable villains. She may be a computer, but she sure has a killer personality, literally. Number 10. Ramsay Bolton, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has several characters that could end up on this list, but I am picking Ramsay. The Bastard of Bolton took sadism to a whole new level in Westeros. Ramsay wouldn't just kill you, he would flay you alive and enjoy every second of it. I can't even pick the worst thing he has done. There's a buffet of horrors to pick from. Is it how he hunted a girl through the woods with his dog for sport? Or how he castrated and tortured Theon Greyjoy? He even fed his own stepmother and newborn baby to his starving hounds. Ramsay literally fed his family to dogs. Well, it's not like family is safe with him. He killed his own father. There is no hope for him at all. In a show filled with bad people, Ramsay stood out as the worst of the worst. Number 11. Gus Fring, Breaking Bad. Gustavo Fring is polite and soft-spoken, but that doesn't stop him from being absolutely terrifying. Gus hides behind a calm businessman exterior, but don't be fooled. He is ice cold. He once slit his own henchman's throat with a box cutter in front of witnesses just to send a message. He also threatened Walter White's wife, son, and infant daughter, and he did it without batting an eye. He casually threatened the baby. That's how ruthless he is. This ends him a spot on this list. Villains are a diverse bunch, and ranking them is kind of fun. I gave Vader the edge here because he's just that iconic. But any of these villains can be number one, depending on who you ask. And here you have it, my 11 top villains ever to haunt the screen. If you enjoyed this grand tour of evil, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fun film rankings and deep dives. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching.